in the FIBA U20 European Championships. He's played at some of the highest levels. He can score the ball. He can pass the ball. He can rebound. At 6'6", there's nothing on the court that he can't do.
My money don't sleep. I'm slow to speak. For the whole beat, it's holy. Take 250 right overseas. I'm a ghetto superstar like I'm ODB. My closet clean. Rock everything. He wanna shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, let it ring. Take everything and flee the scene. Real red fiend, ready for anything. My young niggas said they poppin' off. High tell and drop 'em out.
Welcome back to another episode here on the Game Breakers podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Horowitz, and today joined by Ryan Van Eyck. Thank you for coming on. The Bucks leader in assists this season, representing the Netherlands in the U20 FIBA National Championship just last year. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. Appreciate you for having me here today, man.
Yeah, busy schedule, 5 games into the season. You mentioned you had practice a little later on today, but I want to talk about coming over from the Netherlands. You played in college last season and then transferring over to Barry this year. First semester, early on into the season, how has everything been so far?
Man, it's been great. Honestly, it's a blessing to be here. The guys around me every day, we've been having a great time. And obviously, we started off a little rough this season, 2 losses, but we've been picking it up.
Yeah, big bounce back.
Yeah, we're excited for this big week coming up as well. So I've been having a great time, honestly.
Yeah, and you played for Incarnate Word last year, Division I program. What made you finalize that decision to come over here at Barry and play under Coach Justin Furr in his first year?
Yeah, so obviously last year didn't go as I wanted to. Didn't really get the minutes I got, and then my coach asked me to hit the transfer portal once the season ended. And Coach Furr, the day he got the job, he called me right away. I never talked to him before. He called me right away. He was like, I really want you here. And after that call, I think the next day I got on the plane from San Antonio to here. Went on a visit and everything was great. It just felt right, the connection me and Fur got, it's great. I mean, sometimes you see it on the court, we clash sometimes, we say a lot to each other, but he wants the best for me, so I trusted him and he's been putting me in a great situation, because I didn't play at all last year, so basically I'm a sort of a freshman. This is my first time actually playing,
right.
and he's putting a lot of trust with having the ball in my hands a lot of times, so I appreciate that.
So you mentioned you grew up your whole life in the Netherlands. Coming over to Miami now, how different is that, and how much do you like being down here in South Florida?
Ooh, it is. I mean, I've been having a great time on and off the court. Miami is great vibes, great people. I do miss home. I gotta say, man, Amsterdam is a crazy spot too.
Oh, I've been to Amsterdam before.
Amsterdam is crazy. I love being home. So it's really different, but I like both of the places.
Yeah, and your brother played basketball too as well.
Correct.
Iona, another Division I program. Was he a main, influence for you in the sport? I guess, how did you decide that basketball was something you wanted to take seriously?
Yeah, for sure. Well, my pops played basketball too, so it's been in the family. Okay. So I grew up playing basketball. At least I didn't start playing until I was like 12 or 11, but I've always been around basketball with them playing, my pops playing, my brother playing, and then obviously I saw my brother playing for the national team when he was around 18, so I was 11, and I was sitting in the stands with my dad, and I was like, it's something I want to do, and from that moment on, I just started working, and I've been blessed with, being able to play for my national team and everything like that.
Who were some of your biggest mentors growing up? Was it your brother and your father?
Yeah, definitely my brother. Since I got to the States, Jalen Anderson, Dylan Heyman, Davion Bailey last year, the seniors on my team, they took me under their wing the second I got on campus last year. So big props to them too. I had a coach, Eyck Shivek. He's been a great influence. Same as Louise Lemons. They was my coach back home. They done great things for me. So especially them too.
So how different is that European basketball scene? They're kind of known for the rowdy crowds and the good basketball over there. So how different is the game going from Europe to the American game?
Well, I think the biggest difference is the pace. Like pace and physicality. Like it's way faster here.
Yeah.
People are stronger, more athletic. Back home, it's more of IQ. We run sets, we run plays, and you just get your acts from here. It's sometimes more one-on-one over here. Especially defending, you guys stay square at all times. So I think that's the biggest difference: pace, physicality, all of that.
Yeah, I can definitely see the IQ carry over. You're 6'6", but honestly a great point guard and floor general. So we'll get more into that play set later on. But getting here you played professionally at the Division II level now, very high level of basketball. I know it takes a lot of work to get to this point. So talk to me through some of your workouts. What drills are you targeting? What skill sets are you trying to develop when you're on the court practicing?
Man, you try to get to everything. So my thing is, obviously I play a lot of point guard, so ball handling is a big part of what I do every day. Ball handling. Wherever I try to go, I always try to have a ball with me, try to dribble everything. And I take a lot of pride in defense too. So defensive drills a lot, just guarding. Sometimes I'll just get one of my boys and we'll just play one-on-one and just straight guarding for like 30 straight defense, just to trying to get better. And it's hard, especially with my brother. During COVID, my brother and I used to play ones every day. I've never beaten this dude in my life before. I used to get beaten up so bad, but that's how I feel like I got better, because he was so much better at that point. So playing him every day definitely made me better.
Yeah, that's definitely how you get better.
For sure.
So still haven't beaten him?
Never.
Nah. That day will come.
But we haven't played in a couple of years, and I think there's a reason for that. He's kind of been ducking smoke.
Now?
Yeah, he's ducking smoke, but definitely we'll play ones probably this summer again.
All right, that's got to come soon. So you play any 2K?
No, I don't. I won't be on the game.
No,
I don't.
Well, I think we got to create your build here. If you had to make your player build, so going with your size for 6'6",
6'6".
The wingspan or no?
I think it's like 6'8", 6'9", nothing crazy.
Okay.
And then, that's tough. I'd say like a two-way playmaker.
Okay.
Something like that, two-way slashing playmaker.
So if you had to pick two attributes to prefer, shooting, defense, playmaking, finishing.
Okay, I'd put playmaking first, and then probably finishing, and then go defense.
Okay.
Shooting is the last.
Work in progress.
We're working on that for sure.
And what overall are you if you're putting 2K right now? What overall you get?
2K right now, I put myself like a 78, 79.
Okay, modest. That's modest.
Yeah.
And NBA comparison?
Ooh, NBA comparison. That's a tough one. I like to say Josh Giddey. Is that crazy?
I had a couple in mind. I was. My first one was Josh Giddey.
Yeah, Josh.
On the court.
Yeah, on the court. I was about to say a little bit controversial, but on the court definitely.
No, he's a great player. Yeah,
for sure.
Has the good size at point guard, good playmaking, and can get to the basket at will.
Exactly.
Yeah, another one I thought. I'm not sure if you know Nikola Topic from OKC.
Yeah. I didn't play him, but he used to play back in Serbia, and we had tournaments where the teams faced off each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Who were some of the biggest competition you played against in that FIBA tournament?
Oh, the FIBA tournament. I played for Adidas and Next Gen, so I played Dame Sarr. He's played for Duke now. I played Gaspar Shakuchonis. He plays for the Heat.
Oh, yeah.
So guys
I'm a Heat fan, so I know Casper.
Heat cool. Last year we played against Duke, so against Cooper Flagg, Con Kneppel.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Kamal Maluach. I played against him a couple of times. We've been going at it for a little bit. So yeah.
How do you prepare for those matchups when you're going in big games like that, going against big players? You just treat it as, just another game?
Every game's the same, you got to guard anyway, so I feel like it doesn't matter who you play. Obviously, sometimes your preparation is a little different, but the game itself, everything's the same. Like, I try to stay the same way every time, same preparation, habits. Habits is the way you used to play the game, So
let's get into some of the clips from early on in the season. Different skill sets, like you mentioned earlier, but first I want to talk about the defense. Play against Alabama Huntsville. You guys lost a tough overtime game to them, but this is one of the top teams in the country. You battled them down to the wire. So this first clip on the defensive end. Now, first of all, we'll start off picking up 94 feet. How important is those high pickup points and applying pressure to the ball? I mean,
it's really important, especially they had talented guards, talented wings who could dribble the ball. So making it hard for them to get over into their sets and everything, I think it's important, making them turn around. Just taking like 4 seconds off the shot clock, it can make a big difference in the end.
Yeah, and also how difficult is it, playing defense in space? You mentioned earlier, one-on-one, not a lot of help.
Yeah.
You have to stay in front of them. How difficult is that?
Yeah, it's hard. What I do, I like to guess. Like, I try to, make them make a decision, and then I just react off of that. But it's definitely hard, especially against smaller guards. It's they faster than me most of the time, so that's a tough one.
Yeah, there were some tough guards in this game, like you said. This is Thomas Allard, though, had 31 points in this one, but you had to pick him up full court. Whole possession, locking them down. This is a great defensive possession. Sliding your feet, changing directions a couple of times, and then you get help from Perovic down low. But just talking about your size and physicality on the defensive end, the defense you guys run this year under for a lot of man coverage, a lot of switching, so you have to be versatile, and I think you embody that role. How important is that diversity on the defensive end?
I mean, I think we have great size this year defensively. I mean, Adrian is a tall guard. Novak, Marco. I mean, we're able to switch 1 to 4 most of the times. So with me being able to switch 1 to 4, you know, I can guard the point guard, but I could guard their foreman as well if that's what needed that game. So I think it's been a pretty. I've been doing a good job of it, but I think it's a big role for sure.
So let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Being a point guard, have to see the floor well, make passes to teammates. Now, first one coming off the ball screen, kind of get hedged there, and a nice bounce pass inside, which not gets the initial assist, but it opens up an open pass on the opposite corner. Now, I see you guys do this a lot in games. Is this something Coach Furr has drilled in practice, hitting the roller on those screens?
Yeah, for sure. We try to hit the seams most of the times, and Novak has been doing a great job. Man, y'all don't see it because the stats don't say it sometimes, but he's one of the most important players every game. He gets to the seams. He makes the right reads, right passes every time. And if not, he'll go finish because he's strong too. Like he's been doing a great job. But Furr definitely, he tells us to hit the seams. It's something we emphasize every day at practice.
Yeah, that's something that amazed me with your guys' team was just those pocket passes, how much your guys are able to find the roller on those. It's not easy, especially when defense is hedging and taking away those angles like that.
For sure.
And then we'll go to the next play after this one. Coming off the pick and roll. This time you're able to use the screen a bit better here and find Adrian lifting to the wing for 3. And then last one, it comes in transition. So coming off the pick and roll, great passer, but also in transition, weaving through defenders, drawing the help, able to dish it off to Adrian again. And another thing that Coach Furr seemed to drill is the transition play. And every time you get the ball, you're looking to run and gun and get out in the break. You know, how important is beating teams in transition?
I mean, I think, like I said, we have great size this year, great athleticism as well. Adrian is a high flyer. Marco get up. We got Breno. Breno been getting up lately. We got Guy. Guy hasn't been really healthy this year, but once he gets healthy. So, like I said, once we get the early pitch aheads, get to transition, it's hard to guard us because we have so many threats. If you stop the break, somebody will be open for a 3. So we got so many options of a fast break. So once we start running, it's really hard to guard us.
Yeah, a play like this, weaving through 3 defenders in traffic and still keeping your head up to be able to make that pass. How are you able to stay so composed in those, high-speed situations in the open floor?
I really don't know. So I'll be surprised sometimes too. It's just the flow you get in sometimes, and you get in this situation so many times. At certain points, it just goes automatic. You just try to find your spots, and like I said, we drill this stuff every day, so I know where I can find my guys. So they make it really easy for me as well.
Yeah, I played basketball in high school. Always run the 3-man weave in practice. I think you guys have kind of put that on the floor a couple times in transitions.
Yeah, we do transition drills every day, so we're really used to it.
Yeah, and this son, you're a great passer, but I wouldn't consider you a pass-first player. You can also score the ball at a high rate. So we'll get into the finishing here. They switch it first, and then they try to get the switch back to make it guard on guard, big on big, but you attack that and get downhill. And then in the next one, full court press here, but no help defense as he forces baseline. You're able to get to the rim. Nice Euro step, too, on the finish. And then we've got one more here. Or, sorry, that's a three-pointer. So we'll stay with the finishing here. How are you able to pick and choose your spots, when to look for your teammates, but also when to be aggressive and get to the basket?
Well, I try to read the defense at all times. If the big hedges out, like you said earlier, the seam pass is open 9 out of 10 times. If he flat drops, I think I'm fast enough and big enough to go around him and try to score at the rim. It just really, I try to read whatever the defense gives to me, and some teams, they like to drop or something like that, and I'll just try to attack the big at all times because I feel like being 6'6" and being pretty athletic sometimes, it's easier for me to get to the rim.
Yeah, certainly. And, Dennis from our athletics department, he was asking me why you're turning the ball over so much.
Yeah, I got to keep it simple sometimes. But like especially during the last couple of games, I've tried to get a little fancy with it, and this just doesn't plan out really good. So
that's what comes with the ambitious passes, though. Yeah. You do lead the team 6 assists per game right now. That's top 5 in the SSC, so it's still great passing on the season.
I just got to keep it simple sometimes.
You get in that mode a little too flat.
Yeah, sometimes, for sure.
So, let's get into the shooting. You mentioned earlier your lowest attribute, you would say, but you have hit some nice shots so far this season, and I think being able to finish creates this defense going under the screen, and you're able to pull a 3 from space. And then next one again, defense going to go under the screen here. A bit of range on that one, huh? So, how confident are you in your jumper? I know you mentioned it's still a work in progress, but when the defense goes under like that, you have to attack them from outside. How confident are you in your shot?
I mean, I'm confident. I put the work in every day, and especially my coach and my teammates, they've been trying to get mad at me because I don't shoot enough, they say. Yeah. I like to pass up open shots sometimes. But I'm confident enough to hit the three-pointer at all times. It's just not my first look most of the times, and that's a mentality maybe got to change. If I'm open, I just got to shoot it.
Yeah. So moving forward with this season, guys, like you said, rough start 0-2, but then you won 4 in a row. So 4-2 on the season. Next matchup against Powerhouse and Nova. They're the top team in the country, defending national champions. What are you looking forward to against, mostly in this matchup, but also moving forward the rest of the season?
I mean, we're just trying to stay consistent. We've been playing really good. We've been sharing the ball. I mean, last game we got 37 makes and 27 assists on those. So that's been our thing all season long. So we got to continue to do that. We've been guarding really well, so that's something we got to continue as well. And just try to stay consistent with the work. Just keep coming in every day, putting the same work, same mentality, keep the standard high. I think I think we can go really far this year.
Yeah, you guys were picked to finish 8th in the preseason poll. I think going to squash those rankings by the end of the season.
I hope so, too. I think so, too.
Yeah. So moving forward, what are some future ambitions for you? Do you want to continue to play the sport once you get out of college, or is there anything else you're interested in at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. I want to go back home, though. I've never really had the NBA aspirations. If the option is there, obviously I'd take it. Yeah. But my dream is to go back home, play in the EuroLeague. That would be something I really like. But yeah, definitely staying playing basketball for a long time. Hopefully.
Awesome. Just continue to get better year after year.
Yes, sir.
I've got some rapid fire questions for you here. All right.
All right.
Favorite pregame music?
Pregame music. I like house music. Just whatever house music.
Okay. So try to stay a little calm before the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite hobby outside of basketball?
Favorite hobby without basketball? I play a lot of Clash Royale. Is that a hobby? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to do that. And we hang around with my friends.
We had Terrence on the show. He said he plays a lot of 2Ks.
Yeah. T's funny too. I love T.
Okay, there you go. Clash Royale. So you have a 5-hour road trip to a game. Who are you choosing to sit next to on the bus first?
Not Teo. Teo's the last pick. Me and Teo are roommates. I've seen his ass enough. Who would I pick? Probably Novak. Novak's calm, funny, so I'd probably pick Novak.
Relaxing bus ride to the game.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me your NBA top 5 all time.
Okay, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry.
Okay.
And then I'll probably put Kareem.
So I actually had the same 4, except I had a Shaq instead of Kareem. But it's mostly like I haven't seen Jordan play, but out of respect for him in the game, got to put him in the top 5. But I think LeBron, Kobe, and Curry are locks for me too.
For sure.
Yeah. Last one here. I had Terrence and Adrian on the show. So Terrence said he would beat Adrian in a one-on-one. If you guys had a team one-on-one tournament, who's taking it home?
Who's taking it home? Ooh, I'd say Malik.
Really?
Malik or it depends. Breno. If Breno is having like one of his days where he don't miss
shooting the ball,
yeah, Breno could go far too.
So humble, not picking yourself in this?
No. I know my body. One-on-one is not my thing.
All right. So there you go. I got one last question for you, Ryan. If you could give one piece of advice to any younger players aspiring to get to your point, what would that be?
Don't listen to what other people have to say about you. Like people will always have an opinion. Wherever you go, people will say you're too much of this, too much of that. Like people will always have something to say. And just keep working, man. Like the work will eventually pay off. It's really, classic. Everybody says it, but like it really is that way. People will always have an opinion. You just got to keep working, keep being yourself, and get to the place you want to go. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. You've been great this season, and can't wait to watch you continue to play and have success on the court this year.
Appreciate you for having me.
And if you guys want to watch Ryan Van Eyck and the rest of the Bucks men's basketball team play this season, you can go to sunshinestateconference.tv and click on the Barry Buccaneers logo. For myself, Daniel Horowitz, want to make sure to keep this channel growing, so please hit the subscribe and like button so we can gain more support and get more videos out for you guys. From myself, Daniel Horowitz and Ryan Van Eyck, signing off today, and we'll see you in the next one.
My mind don't sleep. I'm slow to speak. For the whole P, it's holy. Take 250 right over.